Hi guys, so I'm in my backyard and I'm gonna do a quick reading. We'll see how it goes. My neighborhood is kind of loud. But this is my favorite tree and it's kind of like my animal access in a way. My portal to the other worlds. I pulled one card ahead and it is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle and it is number 15, the drum. And I'm gonna read from it. The essence, which is supposed to be like what the card's meaning is the rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating of the heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives a shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls for the power of the thunder, rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. And here's the invitation. The invitation says, the drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting your effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go. Once you jump in, the current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it is going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. So this is beautiful. I love this card too. My husband happens to be a drummer. Alright, so yeah, so I feel like definitely telling us to take like a leap of faith in, we're on that next level, kind of in that faith aspect too, like not allowing so much trying to control the action, but letting the current kind of take you where it's supposed to be. All right, we're gonna pull 3 cards today from the Crow Tarot. Kind of give us a message. Okay. Okay. So we got the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, it's like overthinking. So yeah, don't overthink this, right? This journey, this part of your journey, you're guided. Use this as an opportunity. I'm sorry if I'm saying too much. It's just part of who I am, and I can't change it. See, so like with with the 8 of Swords, it's kind of like she's able to take the blindfold off and be out of the situation, but she's choosing to be there. So I feel like, rather than choosing to be stuck, allow the universe to kind of let you go, along that river and feel those gentle nudges. Okay. Well, and then I got 3 of Pentacles, which I keep getting like constantly, personally. There's that chipmunk that keeps going in my garden. Anyway, so 3 of Pentacles, yeah, sometimes that's collaboration. It also can be crafting your masterpiece. And on this journey, that kind of is what you're doing. You're crafting your masterpiece. So whether this is a relationship, this is a situation, or if this is something that you're trying to create, or even if it's just your life in general, this is your masterpiece. So a lot of times with the 3 of Pentacles, it's also about using what's around you to help you on your journey. So I feel like that kind of goes along with the drum, allowing the rhythm of things that are happening to kind of guide you to where you need to be and kind of stay in that rhythm with the universe. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands can be a passionate new beginning, whether this is a relationship, a person, place or thing, or something you're trying to create creatively, or even on your path. And you know how I am about wands, I feel like they're spiritual, so this can be a new opportunity on your spiritual path. That's what I feel like, because everything is like that for me. Okay, and I'm going to pull a card from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. I'm trying to not rush through, but my children are going to want to go swimming, so. Okay, so let's see what Great Spirit wants to tell us about some guidance. And some guidance, right? From Mother Earth. I love this tree. She has eyes. I know sometimes people refer to trees as he's, But this one has eyes all over it, and I don't know, I just get this female vibe from it. Popping out. Okay, Elder, Wisdom, number 28, Jupiter and Pluto. I always tease my husband because 28 is a big number for him, and he's got, he's a double Scorpio with a Sagittarius rising, so this is like his card. He's younger than me though, but Elder. Let's read from the guidebook. Okay. But yeah, like Pluto is all about, you know, going into those depths, and, you know, sometimes it can be, you know, those deep inner parts of us that make us human, you know, but also make us kind of very connected to all of nature too. Like, you know, those parts of us that are just natural. And then Jupiter is expansion, so expanding on that. And this is wisdom. Wisdom is that. Wisdom is allowing yourself to be expansive in, you know, those natural parts of yourself. You learn as you go along. I do feel like some young people have like an innate wisdom, but ultimately it's the experiences that you go through, and allowing that to kind of create that in you is what creates wisdom. We all are wise in some way or another. Sometimes it just takes us a little bit to reach it and to quiet down and hear it. So, Upright is rising from the underworld. And I've been doing a lot of like working with shamanic journeying. I'm not an expert and I don't have a complete practice, but I just like it. It's another way of like tapping in. So rising from the underworld, release, letting go, and major transformation, higher wisdom, new perceptions, awakening to the truth. Yep. And the guidance is Elder signals the end of a phase of life, as well as the beginning of a major cycle. The Queen of the Underworld reminds us that this symbolic death that visits us often as we progress through our physical and metaphysical growth. Elder reminds us of the blooming we experience when we simply allow our old self to decompose. In giving new life, the old one needs to be torn down apart and allowed to die. Don't resist it. Elder is a wise guardian assisting us as we step through the doorways of darkness. Allow yourself to be consumed by her mighty presence as the Dark Mother protects our spirit as it goes through the cycles of transformation. And I feel like collectively that's kind of where we all are right now. We're really doing that collectively. You know, there's a lot of things that are being torn down, and we're all kind of being internally and like collectively rebirthing, right? And I also feel like, you know, there's a lot of things that sometimes we're all on our little journeys, and, you know, if it doesn't happen the way we want it to. And this has been on my mind a lot. I don't know if it ties into this, but I just feel like I need to say it. Like sometimes like we do stuff and we're expecting like this big crazy outcome for ourselves, you know what I mean? And then when it doesn't happen, we feel like, oh, maybe I did something wrong. You don't know that if maybe your part that you did stimulates somebody else. Since we're all in this together. I mean, it doesn't mean that just because it's not your time to be big. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to make it out like an ego thing, but it's not your thing hasn't come quite yet. Maybe part of it is coming, but along the way, you're helping somebody else create that thing. It's all creates a foundation, right? I always kind of think of that structurally. And to make it like in a 3D essence, I work in public health, and a lot of times when we talk to kids, I'll say, you know, sometimes people are like, well, why do I care about the health of somebody else? That doesn't affect me. Well, it does, because it takes all your resources and it affects your surroundings. So you have to think of that spiritually too. If you're working on something internally and you're wanting it to manifest in a bigger way, you have to understand that the surroundings that you're in kind of affect you too. So, you know, whether you're actively creating your own reality, affecting those things around you kind of does affect you. It helps support the systems that you're working on. This helps support your awareness and your wisdom along the way. I hope that helps somebody today. And I will see you guys soon.